Yanni, what's up? Brian, good morning. Yeah, a little bit earlier. Don't have a ton of time. A few things I wanted to pop in and do. It's been a day, huh? Been a good couple of days. It's weird to think about because, I mean, look at this. Let's say we move to just sub 1400. It's October 4th today. We got into this range on the 19th. Over 2 weeks in this range. Given the volatility in the standard market, it's pretty wild to me that we have not broken down. Because volatility has been nuts otherwise. It makes perfect sense because obviously this is the problem with me going full screen of this. But we didn't break down. So I don't know, is that good or bad? I feel like good. And like, so a lot of you know, in the chat, I called the bottom twice over the past like 5 days. And I never broke down, and you know, yay for us, we're doing great there. But it's a little bit weird to me that we didn't see like an attempted rinse. I mean, they tried to do it on Ethereum. Here, I'll go to a lower time frame. Like they tried here, tried there, tried there. It's been pretty good. I think that a lot of people are going like, all right, so what the fuck's going on? Like, why is this happening? Look at SPY. Woo! But here Ethereum sits. So I wanted to stream real quick because there's a couple things that I would like to see happen, and I would expect to be that next leg. Okay. Jack, what's up? Not the final boss. This is like that, like end of Act 1 boss, okay? Because it's not the final boss. The final boss is later. But like this is like the end of Act 1 boss where we need this badly because from here, like maybe it's only to right here, but I think in reality we get to here, okay? So, Varant, what's up, buddy? If we get past the end of Act 1 boss, I think you're almost assured. I mean, maybe we stop here at 1480. I don't know. I don't think that'll happen. Like here's, I'm going to make these. I'm going to make the line thickness how strong the resistance area is. Okay. Get fucked. Okay, so like there's some small areas here, 1420, 1450, 1480, but then like it's up into this area where there's a potential to like overshoot into like this breakdown bar is where I'm really kind of hoping and expecting this to go. So I'll just make this area kind of like bigger so you can see what I have in mind, because I would guess that these won't even be touched. Like these small ones, like you'll see pretty aggressive price movement up if we can break through here into that higher area. And then this would be more of like your probably Act 2 boss. Hopefully you guys understand the reference what I'm saying if you've ever played a game. I think you know the bosses get progressively harder. That'd be like Act 2 boss. This is a 4-act play, by the way. Okay, so like that's kind of how I view it. These are the levels that I'm looking at. To me, the lowest hanging fruit, and I'm maybe a little bit worried that we're not there yet. Maybe a little worried that we're not there yet. Is that like I feel like we should be higher. We should be closer to $1,500 right now, and we're not. So that's a little something. And as I look at sorry, I'm looking at my charts behind me. As I'm looking at SPY, like it's just on a fucking ripper, dude. It's on a ripper. So like as a percentage, I think right now, I'll show you. From the bottom to where we are now, 6.5%. SPY from the bottom to where we are now. All right, we're only 1% off of the S&P in Ethereum. I don't love that. I would like that to be more. You can see over here, we're down today. We are down versus the S&P today. Not great. Not great. And I don't know why that would be. Like, that doesn't really compute to me. I need to see what potential reason there would be. Either people don't believe this move or they're waiting for something else. But I will say this. Next week, this week and next week, I mean, earnings seasons are starting to ramp up. Okay, so I'm looking at the list now. Is there anything big? There's some banks next week. Fastenal, Domino's. Yeah, so next Friday, Citi, PNC, Wells Fargo, US Bank, Morgan Stanley. So those are all those are the 14th. So they all report on the 14th. And then you have until the 12th. Who remembers what happens on the 12th of October? It's the minutes from the Fed. So you have like this weird window between like now and maybe next Wednesday. Maybe it's Tuesday. I don't know. Whatever. Start middle of next week where we have some room to run. And I was hoping we'd be about here when it happens. So like, you know, that could be we get to the highs, try a breakout, fails, and then we decide what happens here. Right. And go up. But I overall like what I'm seeing from the standard market. I'm just a little surprised crypto's down. Relative. Again, it's not down. It's just not up as much. Like, remember, beta is price action based on volatility, right? How much does it move based on price? And crypto's the king of that. That's why it's fun to trade. And here we are, like, fucking essentially might as well be trading T-bonds, man. Which admittedly have had some volatility lately. So, you know, maybe that's not a great example. But, you know, I just want to see this level taken out. So put that on your chart. That 1400 level, 1392, whatever. That's the one that I want to see fall. And that should provide like a pretty serious rip. Everything around here is just kind of like a big dick tug. You got to work off this wick. But here's how I would tell you to internalize this. It's all strength, okay? Anyone can look at a chart and say, all right, clearly there was resistance here, so we'll stop at that resistance. Well, it's an 8-hour chart, maybe not. On a daily chart, here's a bunch of wicks into this area that have been getting sold. So is that resistance? Yeah, that's decent resistance. Okay, and so if like that's 10 days of just consolidation. So it's prepping for a move one way or the other. Okay. So the way to look at it for me is like you can circle these areas like on your chart to go, where did we fail when this turns around? And so there's pretty obvious areas where things can, should, would turn around. Okay. And you're going, Jared, you're fucking peppering my chart here. Okay. Yes, I am. And I'm going to explain that for a second. All right. So these to me are the most obvious points of resistance. And if you're going, well, Jared, how'd you get those areas? Well, I've been doing this for a long time, but those are the areas that I would say are the various points of resistance on this chart. Can you guys see that? Okay. I understand that they're all dotted lines. I don't know. Whatever. Let me know if you can. I'll try to change them. But okay, Dan says we can see it. So you can see it. Okay. So you can look at this and go, well, here's the R. Here's the resistance. Where do I set my take profit? How do you know? Where do you set your take profit? How strong is this move going to be? Is this a Pico bottom, which I'm using that term, and I fucking hate it. Pico, temporary small bottom, just a little bit of bounce, let me go further. And, or is it real? And that's where you need to like evaluate each one of these levels differently for context. A lot of times, guys, I get it. Like you're staring at a chart if you trade and you're like, okay, 1280. Jared said 1280 last week. I'm going to get long at 1280. And you have this like simultaneous push-pull of emotions where you say, boy, if I catch the fucking bottom and this thing runs back up, like really up, I mean, I could see this bitch to $3,500. Like if this is the higher low on the daily, then this could be, I mean, look at this. I could go from maybe it gets through all this resistance and it breaks this trend and we're back towards highs and I caught the best entry ever. Right? Like I know that's what your brain's saying. Your brain's saying, I don't want to close early because what if that was the bottom? Trust me, I get it. I've lived it. Potato Lord, what's good, man? So how do you know? And so it's like you need to understand how to read the interactions at these levels. So I'm going to do these in different colors. What color is this? Well, I'll just start. If we go here and come back down, try again, we're going lower. Okay? 100%, no doubt. If we rip through here, come down, flip this level, go back up, come down, fail, we're going lower. Okay? There are ways that you can look at this and go, what is happening with price? So like, obviously I drew 3 different colors here because it gives you an idea about the strength of whatever you're trading. And you have to determine which ones are the strongest levels. And that's where additional layers come in. So you'll see a lot of people do this, right? Okay, there's the 50% Fibonacci level. I think Fibonacci's are fucking garbage. I always have. I used to use them a lot. And then I was like, hey, these fail constantly. So, you know, not really interested in that. But this area is lining up with the DTL in these areas. So like you're going to see Fibonacci, downtrend line, areas of resistance. I'm guessing at that point, the move is going to be a little bit overbought. And you're going to see a lot of people saying this mid area, this 1640 is as high as we can go. And that's fine if that happens. If you see a trigger that says we're reversing, it says we're reversing, then you short or you hedge or whatever it may be. So this is on a lower time frame, right? So here, this is double top. Okay. It's on such a low time frame. I don't really give a fuck. I'm expecting it to ride this trend, this 15-minute trend that it's set. So right now we're consolidating. This is on a 15-minute chart. I'm guessing you might see a drop down here. We're going to hold the 15, go up higher, and get another breakout higher. That's honestly what I expect to have happen today. So you can take a look at what levels are holding and kind of base the strength. So if we get this breakout, like I'm hoping that we do, that breakout of, what was the number? 1420, 1400, whatever. And it just bolts through these first couple of levels. A lot of times you can look at that and go, well, my levels must have been wrong. And I would say that's the wrong way to take that information. That's not the correct way to internalize what just happened. I would internalize it as strength. Because this was a breakdown bar. This is a breakdown bar. Somebody stepped on the neck of this market on the 18th, and wham, we got hammered. Okay? It's a breakdown bar. If that breakdown bar isn't met with somebody felt strongly that we were going to break down there, and we did. And if they just capitulate and womb right through it, that's near-term strength in the issue, ISSUE, not like the issue at hand of like what you're trading, of the top, of the sticker, of the ticker, of the stock, of the crypto, of the ticker, is what I'm trying to say. So if we just rip right through, you're like, holy shit, man, they don't even pause. You have this former pivot, you have this breakdown bar. There is resistance between 1430 and 1470. If it just fucks off right through it, that's strength. That means that I expect the next challenge at 1574. Like, we got a decent shot, even though it's an enormous breakdown bar and a lot of the same things where you had a mini consolidation and breakdown. I mean, it's mid-range, but that's where that Fibonacci level would come in. And so reading price, guys, is a lot of times about art as much about science. Like, it's not just like, oh, I draw a level reject, me short market. Like, you need to think about what's happening. And that's where pulling in dude, fucking look at this shit, man. Look at this. Engulfing. A fucking daily engulfing bar. Like 2 days engulfing a week. That's impressive. That's good. It's really good. So you can just essentially take these levels as you will and say, all right, we're going to show something here. Or the video on TikTok, or how about this? You go fuck yourself. If you've seen that video, that's funny. If not, you don't know what I'm talking about. So this hopefully is a rip through. But what we're seeing right now, before I got on my tangent, is we're lagging. You can see it right here. We've lost 1% versus the S&P today. Ethereum is fucking underperforming by 8% on a day where this is what it's doing. So if it doesn't catch up soon-ish, what does that mean, guys and gals? Yeah, it's weak. And so that's where you start to context clue in, because a lot of times for those of you that are learning TA, and some of you are getting a lot better, some of you are still struggling, and look, that's okay. Look, I still struggle from time to time. You can draw levels constantly and be like, this is what's going to happen. Okay. But how do you know which one to take? There's triggers constantly. How do you know that this trigger that I just showed you here, which like this is a double top on a 15-minute time frame. See, 1, 2. It was sold, a little bit of a divergence, but didn't break down past the zero line. How do you know this isn't the place to short? Why not short right now? Look at that shit, man. Hit the V-mid perfectly. Actually, get back to scalping. Yeah, too small of a time frame. It's into resistance that I don't really care about. Like, it's not even the main resistance for this area, right? The main resistance for the area is here. The main resistance for the area is up here. So like, I'm not even worried about this yet. Like, it's not even worth discussing unless something crazy changes in the standard market. Like, I'm not worried about it. You know what I mean? So you have to read these cues. Like the market constantly gives you information, guys. The market is constantly giving you information. The whole idea behind trading is learning, not just learning to read it, it's learning to instantly process it and go, okay, what happened? And since I've done my homework, since I've planned about what happens next, what was the plan I had what was the plan that I had for this exact scenario? If I saw some crazy rejection here, I would close my positions and just 1x head short and wait for another signal. That way, if it goes without me, I'm maintaining my USD value and I have an invalidation for that. Or if it goes back down lower, I can buy again, right? So like all it is just staying current. Staying current, that's it. That's why I have 7 fucking monitors. 7. I'm just looking at information, going, all right, what's happening there? Interesting. Cool. Move on. It takes 2 seconds. Winnie, what's up, brother? Yeah, Bitcoin did also hold up better against ES in the downside move last time. I agree. So there was some relative strength. You can see it here. Bitcoin held that low, which this was something that I was looking at for a long time as like my main indicator to get long again. And look where it's holding up. I gave this in one of my lessons not too long ago, where I was like, "Hey, you guys should all be doing this." But yeah, this area is super clutch. It was a little consolidation before the breakout. You really don't want to lose that, because if we do, we're going to 4. We're going to 4. We were as high as fucking 15.5. We're currently at 5.31 on Bitcoin to the SPX. So it would make sense that they put up a fight here, and they should. And they should. Now, is this the strongest area? No, but it's an area. And they've been holding it for like a long fucking time. I mean, we first hit this thing in June. Up and down and down and down and up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fucking times. And we haven't broken into the downside. 4.76. That's an interesting ratio area to handle, to look at. If you're not looking at that, well, that's on you. That's pretty dumb. I'll get closer here so we can see it on the actual Bitcoin chart. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's only 5 here, but 7 there. So yeah, you can tell that Bitcoin has some relative strength. Bitcoin up against the 50-day. Is Ethereum up against the 50-day? No, not yet. So yeah, Ethereum's lagging a little bit. I don't know. All I would say is that if you're trying to trade and you're trying to make money and do this, like these lessons that I talk about at a macro level also work in alts. They do. They're a lot quicker, and you got to go, oh, fuck, that doesn't look good. I'm out. Like, you got to make that determination real quick, which is why in a lot of respects, trading crypto is like, trial by fire, man, because you have to process information unbelievably quickly. And if you get vapor lock, which is a real thing where you're like, fuck, I don't know what to do. My position's moved against me. Do I hold it? I should just get out now. No. What if I'll sell the retest, and the retest comes? You don't sell because you get fucking greedy. You're dealing with your own internal demons. You're like already picking out fucking like the interior you're going to have in your Bugatti or whatever it is. And then all of a sudden the fucking bottom drops out or it rugs and you're like, fuck, what happened? Well, you didn't have a plan. You did not have a plan. So like understanding where are your levels. I don't even draw a lot of these levels on my chart, guys. I don't. You go, well, Jared, why not? Because I just know they're there. Because I can look left and go, yeah, all right, well, that's resistance. And it's easy to see. Well, fuck, I would like to see us push through this. Oh, we didn't? All right, well, I'm getting out then. So, long story short, I don't own Bitcoin right now. I'm mainly denominated in Bitcoin. I'm sorry, I'm mainly denominated in Ethereum. I don't own Bitcoin, but you're starting to see... is this going to rebound? Because I'm playing the rebound. But I would really, really like to see this move forward and not break down. There you go. ETH BTC breakout attempt. These alerts for me are like the trading version of Memento, of the movie Memento with Guy Pearce. So like I'll get that text whenever it happens and I'll be like, ETH BTC breakout attempt. What does that mean? And I'll pull up the chart and go, oh yeah, fuck. All right, cool. Let's see if it happens. Then I'll feel better about my Ethereum. Sunday, you say that. I read an article earlier today that like minor revenues down like 49% in the month of September, which is fucking awesome. So like that supply side is not there as much. So maybe it's time to get over the pre-merge hype, or maybe it's just people realizing like, oh my God, let me see what happened over the last month or 2 months or whatever. And how much did supply change with these new tokenomics? And let me project that forward based on what I see in the general marketplace. Oh shit, this thing's gonna moon, right? Like, or it's not. So you got to see how actual analysts are taking that information and doing something with it. But yeah, I would just, this is the level for me right now. I want to see this break out 1400 to 1420. I want to see strength through it. I would really like to see us punching up towards 1500 soon. Because quite frankly, the move that we saw on SPY today was like almost too aggressive for me. Almost too aggressive for me. I don't really like it. Quite frankly, I would like SPY to calm the fuck down. Like, badly. When he says, ETH-BTC looks like the bear trap setup for Bitcoin in the summer of 2021. Yeah. So like this? It's like coming back down to the level? Maybe there? I don't know. I don't know what you mean. It's hard for me to at least see it just at a glance. But yeah, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, this. So this looks like what you're saying is ETH-BTC has this structure, and then we ripped higher. Yeah, which would be nice because we do have that right here. So it's like, oh, it's going to break down. Nope, new highs. I think that if we get a sustained period of growth, which by the way, guys, like make no mistake, look at this shit because Winnie's right. Let's go back to this day a year ago. Well, it started a little earlier, but this day a year ago, we were at 48. We ended up getting that run to 69. So we essentially got a 50% move between October 4th of last year and November 10th. That was literally fucking 36 days. 36 days, 50%. So that's what we're hoping for. What's a 50% move for right now? 30? Come on, you would all fucking love right here, dude. So that would be to right here. Essentially. And in many respects, that would make sense. Look at that shit. That'd be great. That'd be great. I would short the fuck out of that on rejection. So, like, maybe that'll happen. I don't know. Yeah. I hope you guys have made money, though. I mean, it's been fairly easy to trade this. Like, I think I told you guys, from July 1st, I've tripled my trading account. Tripled. Just riding up, shorting down, riding up, shorting down. It's not fucking hard. I've been golfing, mainly. And just, like, closing charts. And closing positions on the golf course. So, this was what really made me go, you guys fucking sure? You guys sure we're gonna break down now? You know? Look at this. Look at this fucking chart. I literally talked about it. I talked about it a couple weeks ago. This exact fucking chart. Buy the reclaim. Buy the reclaim. I should go clip it. I mean, were you guys here? The reclaim. Look at that. buy the reclaim. What happened? You got the dip down. A lot of people buy as soon as it gets to the double bottom area. They don't play for the trigger. Okay, boom. There was the trigger at 36.42. We're up near 3,800. I mean, I literally have to go clip that fucking video and put out like a, hey, fuckers. Like, it's not hard. White Jazz, I remember you saying it. Thanks, brother. White Jazz, do I know you? It's a phenomenal name. White Jazz. So yeah, like the you have this like this flip area. Look at that. A weekly flip area. And then you got it again over here with the 200 week. And here was the reclaim. Boom. Been a fan a while, sir. Awesome, dude. I just, people have different screen names. And so I'm not like doubting you that you're a fan. It's just like, do I know? I never know if it's like, are you one of my friends and I just don't know your YouTube name? Or somebody who just hangs out. Either way, dude, I love it. So literally, if you had followed the exact advice that I gave when I gave it, that was your long. And so far, you are up 2.61R on the S&P 500. That's pretty good, guys. You would take that shit all day. And if it keeps moving, if it's a sustained move to the top of the range, that's a 10-hour trade. Potato Lord, thank you for the sub. Subscribe for 2 months. My guy. Appreciate you. The subs are helpful. It helps me get more views. I appreciate you. I should just go buy subs and my own shit. Money comes to me anyway. Then I would get more people to actually tune in. It'd be fun. So yeah, anyway, this has worked out exactly as we thought. Yeah, sweet. This has worked out exactly as we thought it would. I think we have upside to go. The only thing that I really, really, really would like to see is crypto catch up, because it will be a clue, guys. If we can't get past this, and then like here's why I don't love what's happening right now. I'll show you. On like low time frames, like look what's happening on the S&P already. It's already like decently overbought on low time frames. So are you going to see a contraction on the S&P that causes crypto to revisit the lows? So that to me is the only like, all right, head on a swivel. I really want to see crypto catch up. So look, I'll talk about this a lot and then I got to go. We all love this shit, right? We just want it to, straight up. That's not how this stuff works. Like you could even see it on the way down. It was, highs, lows, highs, lows, highs, lows. All right. Even in this bullshit, right? So that's not how it works. So we need that area of high to have a higher low. And that is what I am worried about now. So take that context for what it is. If we do not get that punch and the S&P starts to turn around, then something's wrong. The market is sick. Crypto is going to show weakness. All right. All right. Any quick last questions before I got to go? Yeah, we just need this thing to cowboy up, man. Maybe that DTL will be it, dude. Maybe that's it. That's another one I would put on your radar. I'm going to put this alert on. BTC daily breakout attempt. Okay. So if that's attempted, that would be one of those areas where you go, how is it reacting? So put that alert in on the Bitcoin DTL breakout attempt if it happens. Clearly, we're dealing with the 50-day on Bitcoin right now, which is what's retarding price. And hopefully we see that breakout attempt to this area. So head on a swivel, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you're making money. Appreciate the subs today. Potato, you're my guy. Winnie, good to see you out here again. Dan, pleasure as always. Variant, etc., etc. And yeah, guys, let's be safe out there. The only thing that you can trust in this market are your stop losses. The only thing you can trust in this stock market are your stop losses. Always have them in place. Always protect your capital. All right. That is what I say to you all. And of course, have a wonderful remainder of the day. And hopefully, we'll be back soon. I might be back this week still. We'll see what happens. If something crazy happens in the market, I'll be back.
5 to the 4 to the 3, 2, 1.
Word. You know what's funny? This is the only song that I play that I do not have rights to, and I've never gotten flagged for it. Before, when I used to do it, I would get flagged constantly. This one is started from the bottom, now we hear. Everything else I bought the rights to, and hasn't gotten flagged yet. So, we'll see what happens. Probably just jinxed myself. I'll have a new outro song next week. Cross your stops. White Jazz, have a great day too, man. Thumbs up. I appreciate you. For those of you on YouTube, if you thumb up the video, that does help. So, thank you. See ya.